Oh, wait, no longer greatness has arrived. Welcome to the Trophy Room, a PlayStation podcast made by the players for the players. I am your host, Joseph, aka Mr. Badbit, and it is here where me and my best friend Kyle talk about the latest, the greatest in all things PlayStation. Of course, you can listen to the show wherever you get your podcasts and on YouTube at the Trophy Room Show. And if you like what you hear, please consider dropping us a 5-star review over on Apple Podcasts, plop us a follow on Spotify, or toss us a buck our way over at patreon.com/PS Trophy Room. So with all that said, and with all that out of the way, the greatest co-host, whoever is, whoever will be, Mr. Kyle Stevenson, how are you, sir?
I think I can speak for both of us. I'm Tai-Tai.
I am so tired.
Kai is Tai-Tai.
Okay,
what a long night.
Long and arduous night it's been.
Yeah.
So if you guys go, oh, Joe, your voice is a little different. It is currently 11:22 as of recording.
Uh-huh.
We have just sat through the entirety of the Game Awards.
Yes.
Everybody in my house is sleeping, and I'm trying to respect them as much as I can. So, so I'm going to have a little bit of a somber tone this week, but Kyle, this is a special episode, man.
Yeah.
Geoff Keighley's Game Awards. It's here, finally, the biggest event of the year. Right off the bat, this cannot be, breakdown of everything we saw at the Game Awards, because this thing was 3 hours and 40 something minutes long.
Yeah, it's like that suitcase that you are sitting on top of trying to zip up because there's too much in there.
Wow, what and
you want to bring everything with you, but there's just too much, and you're barely able to zip it up.
It's
I think let's just get into it because we are tired. I do want to shout out Geoff for speaking out the way he did at the beginning. It's not entirely or exactly what I think we all wanted with him calling out Activision and Blizzard specifically.
Right.
But I do like how he used that platform to discuss the harassment and whatnot that's prevalent in gaming, both on our side as a community and as a whole. I do appreciate that a whole lot, that he at least addressed some of it, not as directly as we hoped, but he still brought it up.
Yeah, so you were actually kind of right. Last episode we talked about how there's a head of Activision sitting on the board of the Game Awards, and how all the things that are happening about Activision Blizzard, and how Geoff used his platform in the past to help his buddies, Kojima, how that he would do it this year because he's set precedents of doing it. I think he did the most political thing he can do, which is say it without saying it.
Yeah.
And I think I saw some people going, okay, cool. And I saw some people online going, this was not enough. It's like, to me, he almost went the full mile. It's like he got a triple when he could have gotten a home run.
Yeah.
And so, though I'm not completely satisfied, I understand the realistic nature of things and of that situation. So yeah, I'm completely okay. And I think that set because I went in with a really nasty mood, like, why am I here? And that set me in a better mood of like, okay, now I can kind of at least enjoy this Game Awards. Mm-hmm. That being said, before we get into the brass tacks of this, I do want to have a good thank you to our patrons over at patreon.com/PS Trophy Room. I want to apologize right off the get because we do have some new patrons. So I'm going to make sure I shout you guys out next week's episode. I was not able to update the doc, so my apologies. But I want to thank our platinum producers, Todd Burwitz, Too Soon, and Toxic. I want to thank our gold members, Brad Presnell, Gavin Gottfried, Jose Jimenez, Jedi Mazarin, Metal Kirby, Robbie Bobby Miller himself, and Fiona. I want to thank our Silver Plus members, Hide Indoors, Nakachaka, Marcus O'Neill, Oh It's Just Ray, JB the Purple Monkey, Jada's Fall Metal, Tim Ulf, Justin Rodriguez, Awesome Dave, Cypher Primus, Captain Logan, Todd Roper, Brenton Zachary, Rick Arrington, Dewane Raksha, Mannix, The Good Sir, Trucker Sloth, and Mr. and Mrs. Nasty Boots. Thank you all so much for making this show go. And now let's get right into the Game Awards as a whole. So, Kyle, before we talk about, which was over 25 plus game reveals, game premieres, and some awards sprinkled in. I want to know what your
Yeah.
overall thoughts are of the show itself before we break down most of the show.
As far as pacing goes, or what was content
Everything.
wise, everything.
Everything. Yeah.
Um, I'll be honest. I said it on stream. I thought the first half I thought was paced well. I was in it. I was engaged. I was excited to see what comes next. And then whether it was the length or just the things that we were getting in a certain block, it took me out of it. And it then the length really got to me. As
Mhm.
far as like the games, I said on stream that I was like, maybe not, there wasn't a whole lot that caught my eye that was for me, but afterwards I was going through and like starring things that I was actually like kind of excited about, and there's way more than I thought. So there's definitely a lot of really good things that were shown off, just not as many heavy hitters that I was expecting.
S-
Like a surprisingly quiet PlayStation.
mm,
Like
okay.
the Horizon thing was cool, but like
Right.
surprisingly quiet.
Yeah, we were all expecting some type of remake to be announced at the Game
Yeah.
Awards.
The fact that Microsoft once again got the first major thing revealed on the show
Right.
is, I mean, kudos to them for sure, but like PlayStation, get in there, man.
Yeah. Why? I don't know why you're so. I don't. I don't know why they're
It's
not
odd.
talking.
It's odd.
Yeah, it's very strange. With that, I've been just told to shush, so I gotta go real
Oh.
quiet now.
Okay.
Um, yeah, my overall thoughts were it was a good show. It wasn't great, and I think it's being held back by it's just too long, Kyle.
Yeah.
Like the fact that it's again, Kyle. It's 4 hours long, or almost 4 hours long. The
Hmm.
fact that we're recording this in midnight.
It's a Lord of the Rings extended edition.
Yes. And the fact that people are shushing me while we're podcasting, it's rude, but it's also understandable.
Yeah.
So to me, I'm right there with you. I thought the first hour and 30 minutes, I was like, yeah, this is a great show. There's a lot to show here. And then as just time goes on, there's just so many ads. And you see, oh yeah, this is how they really made this show possible because there was a lot of ads for like Rocket League and Google Play games and all that stuff, and even Game Pass.
Nintendo was like the ad for this year's show.
Yeah.
Like there was an Indie World, and then there was like a Nintendo sale ad, and then there's another one. Like they were the ad break, which is odd.
Amazon Luna was there a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, it was just too much advertising. And it's like, how do you make a show with that balance between adverts and game awards? And then what really has become this show, just all these world premieres where there were games, Kyle. Wonder Woman was shown off.
Yeah.
I forgot about Wonder Woman. How?
Yeah.
Suicide Squad was shown.
Uh-huh.
Almost forgot about that. 25 games, it's too much. It's just way
Like
too much.
you saying 25,
Mm-hmm.
that seems low to me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that I feel like we saw 40 plus.
It feels like that.
That's what I mean. Like when you said 25 plus, like man, that's really really low. I feel
Yeah.
like.
Yeah, it kind of like negates the point of having world premieres. They're supposed to be these big moments.
Mm-hmm.
And what are they really?
Sure.
You know, if you just pile them on top of each other, it's just it's too much. Again, it's it was our worry going in, and it was a reality coming out of this is not an award show anymore. This is just a big old advertisement. And they did the cardinal sin that they continue to do each and every year, which is, hey, here are 5 games awards that we're just going to do in rapid succession in the 45-second interval. And it's like you got through a quarter of the award show in 45 seconds just so you can make time for another Elden Ring ad.
Yeah.
It kind of took the magic away from what is supposed to be the Oscars of games. I feel like it's not that anymore. It's just another ad break.
I almost want to, whenever it comes around next, I almost want to like actually live react to the DICE Awards.
Yeah.
Because that is the formal let's give awards to the devs there is a more like, to me, when I think Oscars of video games, I think Dice Awards,
Sure.
because that is 100% an awards show.
Yeah.
Game Awards is, here's some vanity awards
Hmm.
and a ton of advertisements and a ton of cool new things to get you hyped for.
Yeah. The reason why you're coming here.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's just a bit of a bummer because I think there's a really great show here. It's
Yeah.
just
Oh, for sure.
they gotta kill it by an
No,
hour.
yeah, no disrespect to Geoff. I am so impressed with what he does and how he pulls this all together. Like, it is extremely impressive.
Yeah.
And the show is important. It's become a whole different beast.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. With that said, Kyle, I want to
Mhm.
know your top 5 games that you saw here, because let's be honest, that's what this thing was all about. So
Yeah.
let's start with your numero uno while I turn
Sure.
off this fan because it's making a whole lot of noise. I
Yeah.
apologize, audio.
And I'll maybe even do more than 5 to give you a break from talking, so you don't get shushed again. I think the first one I want to talk about is I really dug Thirsty Suitors, which is from the Falcon Age devs. It is,
I was gonna say, what one was that?
yeah, no, it's the reverse Scott Pilgrim.
Okay.
With like you're traversing through the world on a skateboard. It just looks super, super, super fun. I dug that, and that was in the pre-show. There are a lot of in the pre-show that I really
my
dug.
God, there was a pre-show, you guys.
Yeah. Like, there's the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game that was unveiled during the pre-show. That's the first one we saw. The second thing that I'm going to combine the two, even though one didn't look that great. I love that Telltale is back and doing more things. I haven't watched The Expanse, but I'm intrigued by that series. And I'm just happy Telltale is making those games again. Just a little confused as to where Wolf Among Us 2 is. Whether
Yeah.
that's been shelves or they are just moving past it, and how many of these games are you making at one time, kind of thing.
Absolutely. That's that. It's like the worry of Telltale was they were doing too much and none of them were hitting. And it's like they didn't learn anything. It just
Yeah.
let's just take this name because one of the games, the Expanse game, looked interesting, looked cool, and then the Star Trek game. Woof.
Now that I think about it, and I could be wrong, again, long show. I think the Star Trek one comprises of former Telltale devs. I don't think it's Telltale proper. I think it might be their own development team. I could be wrong. I don't remember.
No, that was the Expanse. The Expanse is Deck 9 and Telltale.
You're right. You're right. The third one that I want to shout out is Alan Wake 2.
Full stop. That's my next game as well.
Even though it was only a cinematic, the visuals look awesome, and I love Remedy. After I played Control, like I fell in love with that studio. Hearing Sam Lake come out afterwards and say that it is a survival horror game has me so amped. Because while I love what I played of Alan Wake on PlayStation this year, it is a little too actiony, and it is a little too like self-aware is not the word, but it doesn't feel, it's not that scary.
Okay.
I heard back in the day like Alan Wake was creepy and whatnot, and it didn't hit that for me. It's definitely like jumpy because those enemies come out of nowhere, but I want to see Alan Wake 2 go full survival horror.
Yeah.
I'm kind of into that. And again, the visuals of Alan Wake and that brief little glimpse of like the teeth and the blood and super intense.
Yeah, it gives me like the Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde type of vibe.
Yes.
With the fog surrounding him. And again, Remedy had me with Control. And they have me here. I love, and I said this on the show when we were reacting live. I love that Remedy is being rewarded for their weirdness.
Yes.
And their amazing storytelling. So I cannot wait for Alan Wake 2. For me, Kyle, it was one of the games that opened up the show. Hellblade 2.
Yeah, man.
Xbox,
I had that starred.
Welcome to the Achievement Hall.
Yeah, dude.
Wow. That game looks incredible. And I know the Twitter brigade is going to be here trying to ruin the good that Ninja Theory has made with this game, because yes, the gameplay is not one to one that we saw in the original trailer, but damn, did it look good.
Yeah.
It looked really good.
Facial
And
animations were very, very good.
facial animations, just
Again, the
everything.
audio, I didn't play the first one, but I knew that there was like whispers as you played the first one, and you got this entire trailer,
Yep.
and that put me on ease. And I the visuals on top of that giant just kind of crawling after
Yeah.
you, it's intense.
Yeah, because like you see her enter this cave with like what appears to be her tribe, and you're
And
going to
that's
kill
all
this,
gameplay from what Geoff said.
all
That's
gameplay.
not a cinematic.
And you just see this hulking giant crawl out, and you see this huge gash on its chest. You see giant genitalia.
Uh-huh.
Spoiler there, folks.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
And it's mutilated.
He also, like, when he went into it looked like he was joining the mountain,
Something like that.
and like when you hit it, it broke him out of it or something like that.
It was. I need to look or listen to what those voices are saying again. But it does say something at the end that alludes to something in the beginning, so I won't say that.
Sure.
To the original. So yeah, that game looks incredible. The fire, the facial animations. You know, I keep saying this, and I have to stress it. Bethesda is a big get and all, but really the thing that impresses me the most out of Xbox is out of Ninja Theory and Obsidian.
Yeah.
Those are going to be the studios that are going to set the standard for Xbox going forward. And yeah,
Yeah.
fantastic. We did get to see some PlayStation games, Kyle. And I
Yeah.
wonder if this game's on your list. Forspoken.
Oh yeah, that is one of the ones that I starred.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you thought about it, bud?
I was already into it, and this just confirmed it. I'm really digging. I mean, from the get go when we first saw it, I dug the movement of this lead character in the game, and
Yeah.
it's so unique visually. And again, you play as a character who is almost fourth wall breaking and aware of how ridiculous everything is,
Yeah.
which is a breath of fresh air. I'm really into Forspoken. I'm glad that it was there and shown off.
I think the last trailer showed off its traversal, which I dug.
Yeah, and this was more combat.
This one we saw more of the combat and more of what her bracers are able to do. And seeing the particle effects while like you're leaping on or grappling onto something or just causing huge AoE damage. Very beautiful game, man.
Yeah.
Looked good, and yeah, I'm definitely on board for that.
Yeah.
Kyle, I want to hear your thoughts on Suicide Squad: Kill the Justice League.
Sure.
We saw gameplay ish.
Yeah, before that though, really quick, because it
Yeah.
is just a CGI thing. Thank God we're getting a proper Wonder Woman game. It's about damn time. I don't know what took so long, but I'm very, very excited about that.
Monolith, the people that made Lord of the Rings,
The Mordor games.
Mordor games. Yeah, making this
Yes.
nice.
Yeah, man.
Excited.
Yeah, the Suicide Squad gameplay. I'm obviously super excited about it.
Mm-hmm.
I think the humor is there. I dug the interaction between Captain Boomerang and Flash.
Yeah.
That was fantastic. I still can't get over that Samoa Joe is the voice of King Shark, which is amazing.
Oh wow! Yeah, I forgot. Now you reminded me. Yeah,
but and of course, I always forget her name, but the voice of Harley is just always fantastic. It's weird for me knowing that this is a Rocksteady game and to not see up close, like melee brawling gameplay. This was very much like range combat shooting. Harley got in there up close. There were obviously King Shark. It's going to probably take a little getting used to playing this game, but I am so in for the premise of it. And the fact that like Suicide Squad, the four of them, know that the heroes are under control of Brainiac.
Yeah.
And they're like, you still want us to kill them? Like, I'm very intrigued by the whole thing. And It looks fun. I mean,
Yeah.
that's at the end of the day, it looks like a ton of fun.
Honestly, they still have not shown too much gameplay.
No.
Because what they would do is they show you a snippet of shooting or a snippet of action and then some cinematic. So
Yes.
I hit the mic. I do not think this game is coming out this year or next year rather.
Mhm.
2022. They still say it. I think this is a 2023 game. But from what I saw, to me, it's the difference between Avengers, Marvel's Avengers, and Suicide Squad, where we know, I think both teams are incredibly talented. But I think when it comes to the Suicide Squad with Rocksteady, you know that they've treated this superhero IP with a certain class and standard that
Yeah.
I have no doubt that they're going to hit here.
Yeah.
It's just how they're going to. It's awesome also to see that they've stepped away from this as a games of service game, which I bet it still is, but they're kind of moving away from that because
Mhm.
I think they see Marvel's Avengers.
Mhm.
But to me, the combat that I saw in Suicide Squad gave me more confidence. It's going to be insanely fast. You're
Great.
going to see, there's a lot of movement. So like Captain Boomerang with his teleportation, you see him sliding and just
Yes.
shoot like a crowd of
That
enemies,
was a
right?
really cool move when he teleported close to with the and knocked out an enemy. That was cool.
Yeah. So and then like seeing what is it?
Deadshot.
Deadshot with his jetpack flying
Jetpack.
in the
Yeah.
air and just mowing down a bunch of enemies. Cool. I think the first trailer got us on the premise, the second trailer got us on the tone, and now this third trailer I think is the trifecta. It's got us on the combat. I'm feeling confident
Yeah.
that Rocksteady can pull this off where Marvel's Avengers never had us confident.
Sure.
So
Yeah, and I think you hit it there where like I'm more excited about this because I know Rocksteady can deliver a good story.
mm,
And that's what I want at the end of the day.
yeah. And again,
Not that Avengers story was bad. I enjoyed that story, but I'm just saying I love Rocksteady because of the story they tell with the characters.
yeah,
So
absolutely, absolutely. What they've done with Batman's helped define him in certain
yeah.
aspects. So
Also,
yeah.
did you notice?
Mm,
I think at the very beginning of the trailer, I think Harley like grapple hooked on what looked like a Batman drone.
yeah.
So is Batman still alive in this universe?
I think we're gonna kill him, dude.
No, he's already dead. From spoilers for Arkham Knight. Sorry, but like
Uh,
there was another Bat guy that jumped out, but apparently he's dead.
Batman's
Oh,
alive. I'm telling you.
that'd be cool.
I think
I'm
Batman's
okay.
alive and we're gonna kill him.
No, I think Batman's the one that's not under control from Brainiac.
Hmm. Okay.
I
All
hope.
right. Um.
I'll give
You
you
know
another
what?
one.
No, I believe Batman's alive. He isn't, and because even think about it, if you have Batman under your disposal, right?
Yeah. Hmm.
He's a guy. He has all the countermeasures for all the Justice League.
Yeah.
So he's probably the guy in the chair.
Yeah. That maybe Amanda Waller doesn't know about,
Yeah.
but you as a team find him. Yeah. You know what? That's hype. I'm
Yeah.
excited.
Yeah. Okay. Kyle, my game that I'm excited about.
Let me. All right. Tell me. This is the one that
No,
I think I knew you were going to talk
you
about.
take a guess. Take a guess. Take a.
Space Marine 2.
This is why he's the co-host, everybody.
That's the one I said. It's like I'm not going to start because I know you're going to talk about it.
Dude, looked that trailer. First off, I'm not a Warhammer fan.
Mm-hmm.
Very insanely casual. I played Space Marine 1 and I loved that game. That's as far as the lore goes. Man, did this trailer kick ass. You see a couple of Space Marines just drop down in a field of baddies and they're just going to town, ripping them apart. Like just gore out of this game is whoa, mind blowing. By Sombre Interactive, and they're taking over this one, and pretty much what the best
That's
way I can
Saber,
think of it.
everybody. If
Yeah,
you weren't watching the stream, it's
yeah,
Saber.
Sombre, and pretty much in my it's midnight type of thinking about it. It's kind of like Breath of the Wild, Kyle. I'm kidding. No, this is an over the shoulder action game. So the way that they said it, it was, they kind of they've taken inspiration of multiple third person over the shoulder shooters, um, with melee combat, um, on top of that. So they said Halo, which is not a great example, but I get why they're saying it because it literally just
Space
launched.
Marine.
Yeah. It's it more it's more like the melee combat is
I
more, yeah.
Gears is what I would always thought of it. Maybe it's because it's the chainsaw sword, but
And because it's gear shooting in terms of it's so close to the Space Marine, but it's not like, from what my memory serves, it's not that like, cover based shooter. You're up there and you're taking the brunt of it, and you're also running up and meleeing folks as well.
Mhm.
This game is something that you're gonna want to check a look at, and I definitely need to jog my memory of. But it is
real quick. When did the original come out? Do you know? I have it right here.
2011. Did I get
Right
it?
on the money, 2011.
Oh, I knew it because I was
So
working at
it's
GameStop.
been a decade.
Yeah.
And that's cool. That's what I want to see. I want to see these older games be, it's not a remake or anything, but bring more life into it, which
Yeah.
was obviously a beloved game from back then.
For some reason, the I want to say the melee is like, if I'm just trying to pull references so that you can understand it, would be like how heavy Kratos swings type of deal. That's what
Okay.
you would get, but think of that 8 years prior to God of War.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
And again, shooting is very close over the shoulder, third person. It's a lot of fun. It really is. So go check a look at that game.
Yeah.
I'm tired. Sorry, I can't explain good.
No, it's fine. I'll take over. Give your brain a
Okay.
rest. Man, Wonderlands looks like so much fun.
Dude, yes.
It looks so much fun. I think I forgot who said it in chat, but they're like, I'm really digging this style of game over what Borderlands usually is. The fantasy element of it all, I think, really is a great visual style to it. And of course, Tiny Tina at the helm it's always going to be as chaotic as possible.
Yeah.
I'm so ready to go dive deep into this game. I think Wanda Sykes' character is my favorite.
She's a robot.
It's absolutely fantastic. I can't wait.
Andy Samberg's character has me because he's this big hulking thing, and I'm like, yeah, Andy Samberg would pick that just for the comedic value of like, he's a scrawny dude.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
A couple other really quick
ones. For it. Honorable mentions.
Evil West.
That
again, a pre-show game. I can't even describe it. Like it's third person with like Bloodborne-esque enemies.
Mm-hmm. I got this.
Yeah.
It's the Wild West meets Van Helsing with demons.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Third person action game with all types of gadgets and gizmos in between.
Planet of Lana.
Sick.
Planet of Lana looked beautiful.
Planet of Lana, what was that one?
The one with Ori, with like the Star Wars, the desert thing with the music.
Yes. Oh my god. And that was from the composer of Ico, I believe.
I think so. Have a Nice Death looked so good. That's the Hollow Knight looking.
No Silk Song.
No Silk Song. The last one that I'll highlight game wise, other than the Dying Light 2 trailer, because man, they know how to make a trailer.
Yeah, so good. So good.
Slitterhead.
What was that one?
The creator of Silent Hill.
Oh, that one didn't look good. I'm sorry.
I'm sure, but like it's a creator of Silent Hill, you know it's going to be scary. I think that's what you want out of those kind of games. And bum that Nightingale is PC only. I'll say it.
Yeah. I'm trying to look at other games that had me interested. I think Planet of Lana is really good. Yeah.
We have to talk about Horizon Forbidden West.
Oh my goodness, you're right.
Because that we weren't expecting to be there. And the unveiling of, I think, what might be my two favorite machines
Hmm.
in Horizon now, and that's that tortoise, that giant tortoise,
Yep.
and the snake.
There's a goddamn serpent that's wrapping
It's
around this pillar. How are we?
insane.
How are we gonna fight this thing, man?
Yeah, and they did a great job with showing off different environments.
Yep.
The fact that you do have to, when you're swimming, watch out for underwater machines and dodge out of the way of them. And like, I don't know what combat's going to be like under the water. I assume you might have to probably get out to fight them.
I don't know.
But like, they did a great job with showing everything off. But at this point, I'm done.
We're done. And I think what they did a terrific job in showing was each biome. You saw a beautiful grasslands, you
snowy
saw
one, a
snowy
desert
tundras, desert,
beach.
beach. Go to the beach here. Gym tan laundry. So yeah, awesome. And at this point, I'm done. I do want to give just huge props to Gorilla because this game is on PS4.
Yeah.
Oh, damn, does it look next gen?
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't look as good as Hellblade 2, but it looks damn impressive for a game that's coming out in literally like 2 months versus whenever the hell Hellblade 2 comes out.
But then again, when you really think about it, think of the PlayStation 4 games we got last year.
True.
Last of Us, Ghost, Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 1. All visually stunning.
Yeah.
So the fact that people are still like, I saw it a couple times in chat that it was a PS4 game.
Yeah.
Does
hey,
that
Captain
matter?
Logan, guess what? Sea of Thieves is a Captain.
Does that matter?
Is a Xbox One game. Shut up.
It's going to be fantastic on PS5, just like
go
Miles
be on your
was.
Ship. Go be on your ship and underperform, Captain
Go
Logan.
hang out with Jack Sparrow a little bit. It's going to be it's fantastic. It's going to be fantastic.
Captain Logan's like, you son of a bitch. What do you mean I underperformed? I carried you guys constantly. Anyway, so yeah, those were the top 5 games or just moments that we've had with this Game Awards. But Petulant Beard writes in. Now, we didn't take questions because this is a bonus episode, but Petulant Beard had a question in chat that was so good that I could not pass up answering on the show. Geoff said that there was 3 to 4 Elden Ring level shockers for this game, this Game Awards. Do you think that happened tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah? I say no.
I think there was at least 3.
I think in terms
and they were all right next to each other.
Yeah, go for it. Tell me.
I mean, Alan Wake 2.
Okay.
Wonder Woman. They were literally... Wonder Woman and Alan Wake 2 were back-to-back as far as trailers go. There's an award in between.
But he was just like, oh, you're going to see what the future of gaming is going to look like. And I really just got that from Hellblade.
I mean, sure.
And I don't know, maybe Horizon, but like, there was nothing that like, I was like, oh my God, there was no like 2018, 2019, here's the Xbox Series X moment. Here's the original like Hellblade 2 trailer. There was nothing at that level in this Game Awards. To me, honest to goodness, next year you need to have half of these. And you really need to pinpoint what games you're really showcasing, because to me, I saw 25 great games that are now all blurred into one because that was a 4-hour goddamn event. You know?
Yeah. You know what? And I just saw one on my list that I didn't star. Plague Tale.
Yeah. Again, Kyle, there was just too much.
It was too much. Way too much.
Oh, God. So, yeah, this year, I think, in terms of like announcements, it kind of underdelivered. And maybe that's because I think also PlayStation underdelivered.
Sure.
Dude, this is the biggest stage, and you weren't there really. Again, Forspoken, sure. Horizon, sure. Get that out of the way, but like, dude, Xbox is getting people excited for the future.
And there were a couple
Gotta.
PS5 only games in there.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like only on PlayStation, like boom, right in your face. It was like in the subtitle. I forgot which one it was, but
I think it was like the Chia game.
I mean, yeah, there was that one.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, I and I hate to make it like the console war stuff, but I'm like, dude, your competition was there in a big way. Still, where were you? And that gets me a little bummed out. Hopefully that does mean in January we get a cool state of play.
That'd be dope.
Let's hope.
Can I be real with everyone?
Please.
And I was a little real on the stream. I didn't like that Elden Ring thing. I thought that was, again, the trailer, wow, cool. Too slow for showing it to us at hour 3.3 hours 20 minutes, whatever it was.
Sure.
And the fact that, I swear, that is the opening to this game.
Absolutely.
You put in your disc, you download it digitally, you click play on Elden Ring, you're seeing that goddamn trailer again.
Yep.
Why show that? I feel like that was a bad trailer to show at that point. No, at that point of the show. If you showed that early in the show, totally cool. At 3 hours and 20 minutes, you're going to show that trailer?
Because it was slowly paced.
That's what I mean.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, you need something to pick us up a little bit. I just feel like that was bad placement. I did not need to see that at all.
Fair enough. And you see how we've recorded the show, and almost 40 minutes in, we're now getting to the awards.
Yeah, right?
That's because that's what the show was.
Yeah.
Which
also,
is a damn shame.
Special shout out to Geoff Goldblum. Raid Shadow Legends. What a burst of energy.
We've had some great segments about Raid Shadow Legends. And just,
we really have
a couple of good digs. You know what? I'm passing the torch to you, Geoff. You killed it. You crushed it. But yeah, no, this one, yeah, we'll get into it again.
Yeah, it's late.
All of it. Yeah. Also, big shout out to John McLaurin, voice of Star-Lord, for dropping by and hanging out with us for a good hour or two there, man.
Yeah, thank you so much, John. Just really quick timeout. I feel okay. I can hear the people yelling at this show.
Yeah.
And we gotta at least mention this.
Okay.
Quantic Dream Star Wars game.
Holy shit! How did we?
That is definitely a megaton. That's definitely one of the 3 or 4.
Oh my god! Take my Star Wars card away from me. That was beautiful.
Yeah, the cinematics are gorgeous. Seriously gorgeous looking.
That's how you know this is 12:30 at night.
Exactly.
Because Joseph, Kyle, I was aghast.
I was looking through. I was like, oh no, we got to talk about that.
Thank you so much. I held my breath for 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, that was a great trailer.
And it was great because we didn't know what era it was until they told us. Mm-hmm. Because you got a bit of like, oh, is this Old Republic? That just got announced. Is this the remake?
Yeah, part of me thought it was the remake. Yeah.
And then you see the Trade Federation. You're like, is this a Clone Wars? And no. And then we see Yoda, or one of his race. And
at some point, I thought it was Fallen Order 2 as well.
Yes. So that trailer was a great. Wow. Great.
Just again, I think we're both a little bummed it's Quantic Dream.
Yes, because no offense, it's just right.
No offense.
They write with crayon, but listen, I'm pumped. If they can do right with this IP,
yes,
fine.
Yes.
At the end of the day, though, I'm psyched for this game simply because it's in the universe that I love so very much, and I'm not going to be like one of those fans where it's like, "Ooh, Quantic Dream, you son of a gun." I know how protective Lucasfilm is with that IP, and so and how under a microscope they're going to be with that. So I have faith in this game. It looks stunning. Again, it's the first game based in the High Republic, which is Disney's, I think, canonized version of like what the Old Republic is. In the most layman's terms. I know it's not one for one. Don't yell at me, Star Wars fans. You like to yell. So yeah, that game looked stunning. God,
yes. So that's definitely one of those big Elden Ring level shockers.
Thank you for saying that. I would have been like listening to this again in the car and be like, oh my god, how did I
could hear Jedi Master Ren in the Discord yelling at us.
Okay, now let's get into the brass tacks.
These
are all the categories or winners of each category that I was able to write down. So let's get right into it. The first major awards. Best indie game, Kyle. Kena.
Yeah.
Bridge of Spirits.
It's a tough category, and I'm not mad at it. I definitely wanted that or Death's Door.
Oh, I do want to say this. We're not spoiling what is our
No, no, no,
awards.
no, no.
We're just saying, do we agree? Do we not?
Yeah,
This
yeah,
is
yeah, yeah.
Jeff's award, so
Absolutely.
that's yeah.
I'm just super ecstatic that Ember Labs got the love that they deserve for it being their first game. I know we
Yes.
say that and everyone says that,
Yeah.
but it bears repeating because it's so damn impressive.
Mm-hmm.
It's so impressive. I'm so happy that they went and got that recognition.
Yeah. It again, fantastic. Great on you guys, Ember Labs. And I can't wait to see if you guys win anything in our awards next week.
Mm-hmm.
Then for best performance, Maggie Robertson as Lady Demetress.
Uh-huh.
Thank God Giancarlo Esposito did not win this, though. As much as I do like him a lot as an actor, I want a voice actor to get this.
Sure. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And
Yeah.
I shout out to Maggie. I love her as Lady D.
Mm-hmm.
It's just as a whole, I have a problem with Lady D
Sure, and don't
not
go any
being in
further.
not being in the
Not being the main villain.
Yeah, you know.
Okay, here's a good one. Have you heard about this? Have you seen this? Kyle,
Hey, yeah.
Returnal wins best action game.
Thank God Returnal walked away with at least one award.
Yes. Housemark, a
Deserves
wink and
it.
a nod. Y'all deserve
Absolutely.
it. Yeah, a best action game. Great. And that category was pretty stacked as well.
It was stacked, yeah.
Okay. Best art direction. Deathloop. I think out of those there was like that and Ratchet and Clank. And out of the two, I do see Deathloop's art style being just so different from the rest, where this made a
Absolutely.
whole lot of sense.
Yep. I totally can see why it won.
Yeah.
I'm just trying. Oh yeah, it was up against Kana, Psychonauts 2, Ratchet, and the Artful Escape.
Mm.
I can see why it won. I wish it went to Psychonauts, honestly.
Okay.
But now that I think about it, because that is a game that got blanked in awards.
Yes. That and Ratchet got blanked in awards.
So like they're all fantastic, but Psychonauts with their level design and the way how much work the art team had to do in that, like they could have gotten it as well.
Yeah. Okay, here's one that you're gonna have a field day with, Kyle.
Yeah. Which
Halo
one?
Infinite wins player choice.
I don't know why you say I'm gonna have a field day with it.
Because you're like, this game literally just came out.
Yeah, no, the reason I said that is because of this whole weird deadline that Geoff placed for what games can be nominated and whatnot. Yeah. And the fact that Halo was nominated and the campaign just released yesterday. I get it, the multiplayer's been out for a few weeks, but it feels weird to me.
Honestly, I feel like any game that was recently to come out will win that award. So
yeah, because it's all in what everyone is thinking about.
Yeah. So to me, I think the next runner-up was either Metroid Dread and It Takes Two, and I think really at the end of the day, probably should have been either It Takes Two or Metroid. But
sure,
awesome Halo won something this year.
Yeah.
See, look at that.
Will Microsoft they be nominated fans, for Game of the Year next year? I don't know.
Who knows?
Be weird.
But maybe you guys stop yelling at Geoff. It won something. Stop yelling.
Yeah, just don't yell at anyone.
Please. Back it off. So yeah, Halo Infinite wins player choice. Cool. Great on that. Guardians of the
big one. Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy wins huge for something. I didn't write down.
Best narrative.
Best narrative.
I was very happy about that.
What else was up for best narrative? Do you know? Can you look that up?
Yeah, I kept it up. Yeah, please. Hey, have you heard about it? Deathloop, It Takes Two, Life is Strange, True Colors, and Psychonauts 2.
Oof, I think True Colors is also one that, first off, True Colors won for best impact, but it's also a game that is all about that narrative. So yeah,
I do
heavy
think
competition there.
I do think because Guardians is relatively new, I'm sure that helped a little bit.
Absolutely, recency bias is a thing.
But also, like, I'm happy that it got that love because it is one of our favorite stories of the year.
Yeah,
and I feel like people are still sleeping on it. Please don't sleep on that game.
All right, Kyle. Here's another one you're gonna have a field day with.
Which one's this?
Metroid Dread wins for best action adventure.
Oh, yes, I do.
Please
I
set
have
the
some
stage.
words. I have some words about this one, everybody. Not the fact that Metroid Dread won.
Right.
It's so well deserved.
Yes.
Oh my god, it's making me so angry. The camera is showing what I assume to be
The dev team.
The dev team that made this game standing and cheering and clapping and celebrating that they won best action adventure game. Metroid Dread, an IP, a character that's been dormant for such a long time. And you know who comes from another part of the freaking theater up on stage to talk about it? Doug Bowser. And
what
it's
a
walking
move, don't you think?
It's a walking advertisement about the game. Like,
Yep.
hey, go buy this game. This is what this game does. This is the synopsis. Like, the dev team is there. Why is that dev team not getting their time to shine? And it's fucking Doug Bowser up there talking about
reading the back of the fucking
seriously. He might as well have just read a review and cited the author of the review. I don't understand. I don't get it.
Nintendo just gets to do what they want, man.
Oh man, that made me so mad.
I know.
Maybe I'm in the wrong. Maybe that wasn't the dev team, but that was very weird.
Yeah, it's either an error on
because
just
they
production
because they then showed that same group of people while Doug Bowser was speaking, and they were very silent.
Yeah, like really, they don't even get to say thank you to our partners at Nintendo now.
Maybe there's a reason why they didn't go up, and that was a predetermined thing. But like, oh man, that's like if I won an award for something and you would accept it for me.
and it's not even like
it's not about a podcast or anything. It's like Kyle won, Uncle of the Year, and then Joe gets up there and talks like, yeah, Kyle,
And like I just give a list of like vague responsibilities.
Exactly. He cleans up the toys.
Yeah.
He feeds them food so they can live. And he gives them hugs. Thank you very much.
And it's not even like on behalf of Kyle Stevenson.
Exactly. You just walk right up.
God damn
and nobody stops you or says anything.
And everybody smiles and nods.
And I'm in the crowd cheering and everything. And then the people behind me go, Kyle, sit your ass down. I'm listening to Joe speak. Why are you up?
Oh, God. Best ongoing game. Final Fantasy XIV wins for best ongoing game and literally killing World of Warcraft. Wow.
Well deserved.
What a dude. The story of this game being loathed in the beginning and then fixing it and then making it one of the biggest MMOs is like the Cinderella story of the goddamn MMO.
It's been around since 2013.
Yeah.
Wild.
Awesome. Forza Horizon wins for best accessibility and best sports game and best sound direction. It won a lot of awards. Maybe it should have been up there for Game of the Year.
Yeah.
We'll fall for you. We fought for your Horizon team. Game's beautiful. Give your flowers when they do.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. Deathloop wins for best direction. I'm just going to say it. Gotta let my heart show here. Returnal should have got it.
Yeah, Returnal should have gotten it.
That's all I'm going to say.
Nothing against Deathloop. Also, we already touched on it. Another thing that made me mad. Don't give... I think his name is Dinga Babka, or I think so. I'm sorry if I said your name wrong. They gave him 30 seconds for best game direction, which is a huge category, to fill time for this fucking pothead, excuse my language, to roll out on stage to give Geoff an envelope.
A little Elden Ring pot.
It's
not like my
not somebody high on, magic lettuce. It's an actual clay pot apparatus on a wheel come out to hand Geoff an envelope to watch a 4-minute
Which
Elden
honestly,
Ring trailer.
I'm very underwhelmed by this this show because Beaker was not there.
Exactly my point.
God, bring them back. Bring all the Muppets. Yes. Yeah. So Deathloop won. Deathloop won a lot of awards this year, but
we also could have cut down 5 minutes We didn't need to see the Sonic 2 trailer. I'm just that whole thing.
Whoa.
I'm
Okay,
just saying.
Settle.
I'm sorry. I'm fired up now. I'm fired up. Ben Schwartz was amazing, but like,
Oh
come
my
on.
god, he killed it. When he whips out the disc, he's just like, "This is a disc. This is the trailer right here."
I
No, it's
realize
not.
most computers don't have a DVD drive anymore, so this is worthless.
It's great. I like that trailer. God damn it.
Yeah, no, I think it was fine.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, definitely wins for best direction. Here's one that you're gonna love. Have you seen this? Have you heard about this, kids? Elden Ring wins for most anticipated game twice in a row.
We get it. We get it.
Honestly, can I say something? Can I be real?
Yeah.
You know I'm a From Software stan.
I know
I
you
think
are.
I think they are one of, if not the best developers in the field. I don't think
I can agree.
I bet you this time next year I'll be singing Elden Ring's praises.
Absolutely.
It should not have been up for best or most anticipated game.
It won
either.
last year.
Exactly. Either it shouldn't have been up last year. It should have been up this year.
Yeah.
I don't think a game should be most anticipated twice in a row.
No.
Just doesn't feel right. But
No.
no matter what, no matter who won, really, it's just
At the end of the day, that award is just like a player,
exactly
like a fan thing anyway.
not even that. It's just like, well, another big AAA game's gonna win. That's why what I love about our awards, humble brag again, link down below. You can vote right now. Is that we got Sifu in there?
Hell yeah,
indie. So makes you think.
Hey.
Okay, then we get to the Matrix 5. Unreal experience. Looked kind of cool. Looked kind of neat. I'm not going to touch it. Be real.
Yeah.
Last but not leastly, It Takes Two wins Game of the Year. Joseph Fares gets on stage and has 30 seconds. Talks about his team, his beautiful team. Talks about his two kids, how much he loves them, and how much he actually really likes them. And maybe you guys should get one too.
Also saying like how wild it is that in 2017 he was up there saying fuck the Oscars and now he's here winning Game of the Year.
Yeah.
Which is nice. It's a great story. Nothing against It Takes Two. I just feel like there might have been a better game that could have won in that category.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
To me, I'm going to be real. I hear a lot of great things about It Takes Two. It didn't hit for me, but I'm really glad to see that something that is so family friendly, A, B, cooperative, and C, indie feeling won on the biggest stage, where usually the big AAA game wins, the one with the biggest budgets. And to see this game take it, I think is really awesome and a hopeful sign, I think, for the industry. Where we can start getting a little bit more, I guess, competitive in terms of indies can be up here too, though he's like technically not an indie game. It's just more like a AA experience. But nonetheless, they could be there.
There's usually an indie nominated, to be fair.
Yeah.
But like Celeste was up there against God of War and Red Dead.
How many of them win?
True.
Yeah. The one thing that I do want to say before we kind of say our overall thoughts one last time is I love that how there was not just one winner constantly, a la Red Dead 2 that one year.
It was spread out.
It was spread out. It was a lot of different games winning different categories, and I really, really dug that. I actually think in the award side of things, if Geoff actually gave it more time and it wasn't a complete afterthought, that this was probably the most competitive year and the best year in terms of, like, again, different categories, different games winning different categories. So yeah, that said, Kyle, overall thoughts? Like, did us going through all of this change your mind?
Not really.
So where would you rate it in terms of...
If I were to give it a score?
Yeah.
Probably... Oh, do I want to go letters or do I want to go numbers?
It's your review system. You can do whatever you want.
I don't know.
Fucking stickers, scratch and sniff, whatever.
Happy face, smiley face, sad face. No, I give it like a B-.
Okay.
I think there was good stuff there. I think the pacing fell apart in the second half. I do want to, before we leave, I want to give a very special shout out. I loved seeing Khalif Adams get some shine during the show. He does important work, and I'm happy that there was a solid 2-minute thing of him speaking about his podcast episode of Lesson in Blackness, and just showcasing why Spawn on Me is incredible.
Mhm.
I love that. It
Yeah.
was amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, I like those little moments, the humanizing moments.
Those are always some of our favorite parts because we
Yeah.
see like actual real people from different walks of life, and
A lot of like the future class actually seeing them up front and
which is
making
new.
positive change. That's really awesome to see.
Even a future class member from last year was out giving out an award with Jacksepticeye.
Yeah.
Jacksepticeye. Jacksepticeye.
Yeah. So to me, I'm going to rate it a C+. I think the first half of the show was incredibly strong.
Yeah.
And then the second half just weighed a lot of the experiences down. And that's why it drops a couple letter grades for me. If this was a scratch and sniff, I would say it's a pineapple, but it smells like cinnamon.
Okay.
If it was a smiley face, it would be the face.
I don't even want to know.
I'll unbleep it. The bottoming out face.
Oh, okay.
It's always the funniest face in there. Always makes me laugh. Kids don't look that up. And or look it up, whatever. I can't tell you what not to do. Well, I just told you something to do. Anyway, it's 1:00 at night. So, and if it was a number, it would be a 17 out of 11.
Hey.
There you go. I think if I could end cap it with a tweet, is that this was the Breath of the Wild of award shows.
You hear that, Ains?
All right, the inside joke is Ames hates any comparisons to anything. He just hates
it also had a lot of really cool Far Cry elements in it.
It's like Far Cry with awards. Oh my God, Kyle, is there anything you'd like to say before we head on out of here?
No, I just want to thank everyone for hopping in the chat. I think I saw we were up in like the 30 people watching with us, which was incredible.
Oh, I saw like 40-ish.
Oh, sweet. So yeah, I just happy for everyone come out and hanging out with us watching. You can follow me at Mr. K-Step everywhere. If you happen to be in Philly this weekend, I'll be in there for PAX Unplugged. I have a panel with 6-1 Indie. Talk about the best video game board game adaptations. Which is am I going to talk about the Bloodborne board game? You're damn straight I am.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, come check us out there, and if not, just I love you very much, and look forward to the Hour Awards next week. It's going to be fun.
Yes. Thank you for plugging that. And yes, please check out our awards, the Trophy Room Awards, this Thursday, regular time, regular place, where we're going to have, hear me out here, no ads, no world premieres, and wait for it, no Activision Blizzard.
Yeah, fuck Bobby Kotick.
Yeah, maybe he needs to resign. Anyway, not to beat a CEO over the head with something. Nah. It's like Dead Horse, but whatever.
I got you.
Everybody, thank you all so much for listening to this bonus episode of the Trophy Room. Again, please, 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 this is the final days of our awards, so go vote on what games you think is our game of the year. A lot of awesome categories, over 20 plus categories you can vote on right now. Link in the description. Please rate us 5 stars over on Apple Podcasts. You can follow us on Spotify, would be amazing. Google Play, wherever you get your podcast service of choice. And of course, the video version, if you get hit a thumbs up there, that'd be fantastic. You can find me over at Mr. Babbitt. You can find the show on Twitter at PS Trophy Room. We are 60 followers away from breaking 2K. Now, followers is a vanity number, but damn would I like to see 2000 on there, or in another 0 on there. That would be fantastic. So please, 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 it really does help us out. Support us on Patreon at patreon.com/PS Trophy Room. And with all that said, with all of that out of the way, everybody, keep your wits about you. Keep hunting. Keep playing PlayStation. See you guys.
Bye-bye.